I worked in the tech industry. All of us were very driven. I created my own marketing firm to promote technology, and I ran that company for about 18 years before I started getting so exhausted I could not run it anymore. So I sold that business. I started trying to rest up, assuming that I've just driven myself into the ground.
Autoimmune is the big category of diseases. They share this phenomenon in which the immune system is making mistakes, and instead of protecting you from infections or cancer, is going against its own body.
I started getting worse and worse. I was sleeping 15 to 17 hours a day. I simply could not move and could not function.
The significant challenges in autoimmune research is that there's a lot of heterogeneity amongst patients.
Which means that individual patients manifest the diseases in different ways.
There are diseases that have a wide range of genetic causes, and then they also have a wide range of environmental triggers.
Finally, I was so ill I was hospitalized for about a month with severe headaches. I was on morphine. I saw every kind of doctor.
From the doctor's point of view, it makes it challenging for them to diagnose the patient.
It really was a tough journey of being poked and prodded and not getting any help. 9 months later, when I talked about my issues and lack of diagnosis with a Mayo Clinic diagnostician, he looked at my 5-inch thick file and said, "I believe you have an autoimmune disease." So I went to a rheumatologist, got tested, got a diagnosis of Sjogren's.
The AMP-RA lupus and autoimmune and immune-mediated diseases programs are designed to look at the cellular and single-cell analyses of rheumatoid arthritis, of lupus, of Sjogren's disease, and psoriatic disease.
AMP-AIM capitalizes on the success of the earlier AMP rheumatoid arthritis lupus program.
And both of these programs are designed to use the latest technologies.
Of bringing together the best in industry, in academia, and patient partnerships to help collectively solve problems that are too big for each of us to solve individually.
And we've all come together to generate a foundational data set. And the ultimate goal of AMP-RA, SLE, and AIM consortium is really to be able to drive patients into remission for their autoimmune diseases.
All of that data is incredibly valuable. We make it available publicly so that the biomedical research community can benefit from it in their own research efforts.
The earlier AMP-RA lupus program was created right at the beginning of the single-cell technology area. So these investigators were able to focus their efforts on what's happening in these diseases at even a single-cell level. Now, as part of AMP-AIM, we can take advantage of state-of-the-art spatial transcriptomic approaches.
Spatial transcriptomics comes in and brings together the combination of the transcriptome, where the genes express, which tells what the cell's doing, and who the cell is next to, which tells us both what cell populations are stimulating them and which cells they're then affecting, because they'll be right around them. So now we can really begin to put together the biology and the pathology that's taking place, combining gene expression with spatial location.
One of the successes of the AMP program has been a major opportunity for very early stage investigators helping to launch their careers.
We bring in postdocs and graduate students to participate directly in all aspects of the study.
I was able to have all the data needed to apply for independent funding and start my career, get mentorship when I needed, and also developing a wonderful network of collaborators.
I was a postdoc, and we published several good papers, which motivated me to build my own lab for translational medicine.
The thing that gets us up every day is to think that some of what we do with the collective willpower of consortia and groups like this can actually make a difference.
The FNIH was crucial to the success of the effort. They were brought together not only the industry and the academic partners, but making sure to incorporate the voice of the patient through active inclusion of those patient advocacy groups.
To come into the AMP-AIM program, we're more than heard. We are listened to. What we say can make changes in the direction of the research project.
And this program really has been a foundation for dramatic, promising, and new treatments for patients to really make a difference.